What's up, guys? Welcome back to Maestro Vapes. Today we're looking at the Big Nasty clone. This is a 26650 battery clone. It is a meaty sucker, definitely. I like the way it feels. I like the way it feels in my hand to hold. It's big and beefy. I've been carrying this thing around with me for about the past week and a half every day, just to see if I like bringing it with me or not. And I've come to the result that I like 18650 mods. I think they're much more convenient and lightweight to bring with you if you're going to work or going out. And maybe the 26650 mods are just nice to have on your table at home, at the house, when you're hitting it. Maybe you go somewhere in the car and that's it, and you just put it in the cup holder and then you come back and hit it. It's good for that. But if you have to run around with this thing in your pocket or anything like that, it's not the most convenient thing to have. It is huge. There's certain things that I like and I don't like about this mod. I like the way it feels. I like the way it feels in my hand. It's big. The grooves are nice to hold on to. It's easy to pinky fire. That's really, really nice. I like the brushed finish of it. I dig that a lot. It works fairly well. It's got copper pins in it, so the conductivity is really, really nice. But the button on it, I can't get over that. We're gonna go in a little bit closer, get more intimate with it, up close and personal, all that good stuff, and then you'll kind of see what I'm talking about, okay? Let's have another pull off of it. I'm going to vape some 5 Ponds. This is Grand Master. It's nice e-liquid. I'm really digging this. All right, put a couple of drippity drip drops. Drip, 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 drop, drip, drop. Good. So, I'm going to be giving this thing away. What are the requirements? You need to be a subscriber to the channel. That's it. Once we reach 500 subscribers on this channel, I'm going to be giving this thing away. And if you're subscribed to the channel, you have one chance to win this thing. I'll put all the subscribers' names into like random.org, do a draw for it, and you might win. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, you want a chance to win this, subscribe to the channel, and you got a chance to win this. The only thing is, if you do win, you have to pay your shipping for it. That's it. You could live in Bangladesh or Las Vegas or Tampere, Finland, or Hamburg, Germany, or, you know, in Japan. You could live in Tokyo. You could live in Hong Kong. You could live anywhere. I will ship this thing to you. You could live in London, England, or Bristol, or Scotland, or, you know, anywhere. I will ship this to you. You just gotta pay for the shipping. So subscribe to the channel, and you got a chance to win once we hit 500. All right? It shouldn't take too long. Probably, hopefully within a month or so, and you could win this guy. Okay? Let's take it in. We'll get a little up close, personal, intimate with it, and see what you get. All right? All right, so here it is, Big Nasty clone. This is what it looks like, up close, personal, all intimate and ish. I've got the 28 millimeter Omega RDA on here, and it's pretty nice. It's looking kind of dry right now, 3-post Addy, but it works well on this guy. It looks really good. The Addy is brushed stainless finish, as well as the Big Nasty mod itself is a brushed finish, so it looks really, really nice. This thing is really good to hold in your hand. It's nice to kind of hold it with 3 fingers and pinky fire this guy. It works really well. I think I'm just burning off my cotton here because it's kind of dry. I guess I had to change that out sooner or later anyway. It is a nice looking mod. It's got these nice grooves in it. It feels super good in your hand. When I got it, it had really, really tiny pinhole ventilation holes in it. I took it, I drilled it out a little bit more. They were kind of sharp anyway, And I was kind of worried that it was going to scratch the wrapper of my battery. So I kind of drilled them out a little bit bigger and filed them out. That's just something that I do on some mods. Yeah, that's just me. I do like the way it feels. I'll say it again. But one thing I really despise about this thing is the firing button and the locking switch. I don't like it at all. The bottom of it, it looks really dull. It's kind of bare bones, nothing really to it. A brushed finish on the bottom. Yeah, so it is, right? But when you unlock it, it's standard threading. It's not reverse threaded. It's standard threading. So what happens is, when you lock it on, sometimes it's a little too tight. And then when you go to unlock it, the whole bottom of the switch comes open. And that sucks. Also, when you're unlocking it and locking it, your button starts to move out. And it doesn't take much. Like I'm doing it right now. Like, it's way out. It's way out from where I started. It's probably like 5 turns out. Try and get that back in. About 6 turns to get it to where where the starting point was on that guy. Kind of sucks, okay? I really despise the button on this thing. The threading is decent. I took a wire brush to it the first day that I got it. I do that to all of my mods just to make sure there's no burr in there, no little sharp pieces, anything like that. And I do that just to get better voltage out of it, less arcing, less voltage drop, stuff like that. I've got the MNKE battery in this guy, fueling the fire that that rocks the Addy and the juice out on this guy. They work super nice. Let me take this Addy off here. We'll take a look at the top of it and work our way down to that button I just took off. Top of it. It's got some ventilation. So if you are using some Addies with bottom airflow on it, you can do that. They're generous sized grooves in there. They're nice cutouts. They work really well. The pin in it is a copper pin. So you're going to get a little bit better conductivity out of this. It's not going to be as nice as like a copper mod, definitely not, but I found that with the copper pins, it hits as well as a brass mod with brass pins, okay? It hits fairly good. It hits about as good as my brass Hades clone does, okay? With the brass connection pins on it. And they're almost identical. I do like the Hades a little bit better. The top of this thing is a hefty button. The top cap is heavy. Like, it's got to weigh like almost an ounce. Like, it's pretty heavy, this guy. If not more, maybe 30, 40 grams, this thing. It is heavy. The pins in it, copper, once again, really, really nice. It is a floating button, so it does move out a little bit and push back in a little bit. It is stiff, though. It is stiff. It's got your Delrin insulator in here. Take that guy apart. That's what it looks like. Threading in it is decent. It's pretty decent. Yeah, good connectivity with the copper pins, definitely. Tube looks good. Stainless steel, 304 stainless through and through. It's not super beefy. It's not super thick. It's thick enough, though. It is thick enough, but it's, you know, not a super expensive mod. And the thing that I despise, the bottom button. All right, first off, the Delrin insulator, plastic insulator, whatever this is kind of melted on the edge of this thing. So it's kind of just like caked little bits on the side. Like, it sucks. And it's actually moving a little bit here. Like, it sucks. It's just a piss poor job on that. I don't like that at all. The threading is okay. I did drop this once and the lock ring kind of ovalized on me. I bent it back into shape fairly easily. It's not like super thick, this lock ring either. It's kind of squeaky. and I have kind of cleaned it. All right, let me take this button off. What I do like about this copper contact down here is it's big. It makes a lot of surface contact with your battery. It really does. That is nice. But taking it apart, it loosens out because you can't tighten it all the way down. And when I first got this thing and I took it apart, it was cross-threaded slightly. So the first time I put this back together, it was a nightmare to try and get it on. Like, I almost gave up on it. I got it now where it works, but man, did it suck at first. Copper. This is not the spring that came in here. The original spring I had in here was this guy, stainless steel spring, and it collapsed on me. Like, it looked like this on day 2 after, you know, I vaped like a 0.12 on it. Like, it just slaughtered this thing. So I put this guy in here. I forget where this is from. I don't know if it's, you know, gold chromed or gold plated or just whatever fake gold looking thing it is, but it seems to be working. It is kind of wonking off to the side. So this spring is collapsing in here as well. The lock ring, it's, you know, very tinny. It's not super nice. It's just kind of a thin lock ring. The grooves on it don't really help to grip it. I don't like this very much at all. The firing button, it's okay. It's not exciting in any way. That's what it is. Let me put this thing back together again, and yeah, that'll be that. I'll kind of be glad not to vape this anymore, actually. Let's kind of retire this or give this away. Maybe we'll do a giveaway with this thing. What do you guys think? Does somebody want to win this? If you want to win this, we're going to do a giveaway. I'll talk about it at the end of this guy. Man. I'll even build you a new spring for it. What I'll do is I'll take some 20 or 22 gauge wire, and I'll build a new spring that, you know, will hold up in this thing for you. Now, you got to remember, I've been trying to kind of rock some low resistance builds on this guy. So I've been trying to kill it. So it is going to collapse springs, but it should be able to handle it a little bit better than it has. But if you're vaping, you know, 0.3 ohm stuff, 0.4, 0.5, whatever you like, it's probably going to be okay for you. As long as you don't mind kind of tightening up this firing button every so often, it won't be too bad for you. You can put your battery in on either side. You can drop it in from the top, from the bottom. The tube is the same diameter throughout. Let's take this thing out and have a bit of a vape off of it and see how she hits. All right? See you out there, guys. All right, guys, so that's it for the intimate portion of the video. There are things that I like about this. There are things that I don't. You just heard a lot about them. It's not necessarily for me, but what's for me might not be what's for you. You might really, really love this mod. I put this thing through its paces. Like, I put builds on here that were like 0.06, 0.09, 0.12 ohm builds to see what it could do. And it holds up. It just kind of collapses that spring. But if you're doing builds that are like 0.28 ohm builds, 0.3 ohm builds, 0.4, 0.5, hell, if you're doing 1 ohm builds, this might be a really nice mod for you. Okay? Like I said, I'm going to be giving this thing away. The only thing that you need to do to have an opportunity to win this is be a subscriber to the channel. So if you're already subscribed to the channel, whether you've watched this video or not, you are entered for a chance to win. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, you want an opportunity to win this, subscribe to the channel and you're going to have an opportunity to win. Once we hit 500 subscribers on this channel, which probably will be about a month or so, I'm going to be giving this thing away. The only thing that you're going to need to do is pay the shipping for it if you win it. And if I contact you and you don't want it, I'll go to the next person on the list, and they're going to have the opportunity. And if they pay for the shipping, hell, it's yours. I will ship this thing to Bangladesh. I will ship this thing to Las Vegas. I will ship this thing to North Carolina, to Georgia or Texas. I will ship this thing to Tokyo, Japan. I'll ship this thing to Bristol, to London, England, to Glasgow, to Helsinki, Finland, or Tampere, or Kokkola, or wherever you are. Hamburg, Germany, I will ship this. If you're in Heidelberg, Germany, I will ship this to you. Italy, Spain, France, Malaysia, wherever you are, I will ship this thing to you. All right? So subscribe to the channel and you will have a chance to win it. It's not bad. I just can't get over the button on it. That's it. And that's just, maybe that's just me. You might not be bothered by that. It's not a huge problem for me to have to turn this in, but the standard threading just, it's one of those things that I feel like it should be non-existent in mechanical ones. That's just me. But who knows? You know, maybe I'm wrong. It's just an opinion. It's what I like. Oh, it does hit nice. It does hit really, really well. For a stainless mod, I was kind of shocked by how well it hits. Whew. It is big. It is big. It is big. And it is nasty. Big nasty clone, guys. So I want to thank all the subscribers, all the people who like and comment on the videos. Hell, I want to thank the people who dislike the videos. Whoever, you're watching them, thank you for watching them. That is awesome, guys. I appreciate it very much. Like I always say, butt out, vape up, and breathe easy. Know your limits and vape within it, and you are going to have a stellar day, my friends. One more pull, and I'm out of here. I'll catch you on the next one. Good vape.